And you've never met Garrett, but you've seen pictures of Garrett from his Tinder because I showed it to you.
From Tinder?
Do you not remember this? Wait, that was you, right?
No.
Remember that one day your car broke down and I needed to like give you a ride to the podcast or something? I had just gone on 1 or 2 dates with Garrett. And then you were like, who are you dating? I'm like, oh, there's this guy. And I showed you like the Tinder picture. So Garrett, for those of you who don't know, Garrett and me met on Tinder and it didn't work out, but now we're friends.
Yeah, it worked out in the long run.
There you go.
Hey, and Shane said I look nothing like my pictures, by the way, on the video. Is it true?
I don't remember the pictures necessarily, so obviously you weren't looking good on your Tinder profile. You're really cute.
No, he does look. I remember your Tinder. You look better. Doesn't he look better?
No, but I think I photograph better, just in general.
No. His Tinder looked like a weird gay, like, by the way, spoiler, he's very gay, but like a gay, like, Gossip Girl actor type who's like annoying and does coke and like the worst. Oh. But I wanted to date that for a second just so I could like get it out of my system and like find a norm.
You kind of just saw him as a whole.
Ooh,
True. I saw him as a gaping hole to fill.
Yeah, kind of. Well, that's when I first met you. I thought you were just kind of a hole that Shane was.
No, I found him. He's just the cut, and I'm trying to get in that cut.
Are you cut or uncut?
Oh, God, wait, do we not know that? Are you? No, you're uncut.
Oh, you know.
Or no, you're cut.
No, cut.
I only know that because I've seen the outline of your penis. I've never seen your penis.
Yeah, because we were lying down and I was wearing, that underwear that I had on.
Yeah, can we talk about that?
I mean, yeah, I'm cool with it.
Let's talk about how far did you guys go? Was it good? Did anyone come?
Is this like a normal thing when y'all hang out? Because I don't even know what the fuck's happening.
It's easier now.
Right
like, I feel less pressure. I feel scared to ask them about it when we're not being filmed.
We've talked about everything.
I haven't talked about, like, did you guys touch tits or whatever you guys,
guys
do? Like, did you guys...
It was a very weird night because what happened was there was a connection for sure, but I don't think it was like a romantic thing. Because we were playing with all my props and like all my costumes.
Yeah, Shane likes to invite people from Tinder over to play with his props. I was like, I got a new studio.
I kind of do though. I do that. It is sad. Anyways, so I dressed him up in some weird like clown outfit.
You dressed up on the first date?
You dressed him up?
You dressed me up as you.
I did make you put on my hair. It was like a wig that looked like my hair. Because you were curious. You're like, oh, what would I look like with long hair? I don't remember.
I expressed curiosity because you know why? Because people always said that we look alike. So I was like, let's see. Like, let's put it to the test.
That's what it was. So anyways, but then you were changing and you were wearing like weird like long underwear mixed with like, it looked like a bathing suit from the 50s. And in my head, I'm just like, well, in my head, I was like, oh, this is like a weird eccentric kind of thing that I could probably try to think is cute. But then I also think... But then I was also like, what is he hiding? Does he have a poop bag? Which is fine.
Yeah.
We talked about poop bags and
for you, even better than fine.
For me,
even
preferred.
It.
Oh, I would prefer to have that crumpling shit
if
bag.
If they had like an app for it, you'd pretend to be.
I'd pretend to have it.
A colostomy.
Yeah, because that puts me in like ease. Like, oh, they're fucked up too, like me.
Yeah.
Okay, but what was the reasoning behind that? And by the way, I'll explain why I'm bringing this up in a second.
It was a phase. No, it was because they were like, I thought it was the coolest thing because I always wear undershirts and I always wear underwear, and I found these things that were like onesie underwears, and and they were really comfortable. So they would like go. They were basically like briefs that like extended up into a shirt and then like buttoned up. It was cool. But
that's a wrestling singlet.
It was no.
People compete in wrestling in that outfit.
No, but it wasn't like Lycra. It was like a cotton. It was like a nice. Yeah, it wasn't like a material like check out what I'm wearing.
I'm sorry. What the fuck is Lycra?
It's like a spandex.
Lycra's like what? It's superheroes like material, like spandex.
You're no superhero.
Okay. So, anyways, we're laying on my bed. I don't know why.
Because you were fucking making out.
Yeah.
Don't pretend.
No.
Yes.
Well, okay. We laid on my bed, and then we kissed, and then he did this, and then it was. But then it was.
No, it wasn't.
But then it was also.
Like,
Then it was also.
Yeah.
Because he was just like, oh, and for me, I was at the point where I was just like, I just kind of wanted.
Hey, homo, open the
door. We don't know why that one's on there, but I love it. I was at that point where I kind of just wanted to fuck a hole, and I was like, but maybe something will happen. Yeah. And then I think you weren't, and then you were also just kind of like. You were like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to like rush this. And in my head, I'm like, that's a lie. So obviously, there's no connection here. But then we were still laying on the bed for some reason. You were in your underwear for some reason, and then like, I could see the outline of your dick. I might have touched it, but I don't remember.
Did you know if you touched it? And so would Garrett.
No.
It's kind of interesting because I can't remember.
It was
either.
weird. I was like I touched you, like I was touching it, like feeling around, like why is he wearing this?
Girl, that's not what you were thinking and why you were touching it.
You were thinking, why is this so fucking hard?
I don't think that.
Why is what so hard?
His fucking cock.
It wasn't.
I don't think that.
Hard?
No.
I see why it didn't work out. You couldn't
Yeah.
get a fucking boner.
I wasn't hard either, and that's what was confusing for both.
A couple of pussies over
Right?
here.
Get it together, guys.
Right.
But
But
I
I
don't
could
think-
tell that it was cut.
Yeah, that's where this started, huh?
Yeah.
Was it freshly cut?
Yeah, just last night, the night before. It's bloody.
Before a date, you gotta get ready.
Yeah, but I don't think it ever came to that, Shane. I think because it'd be weird if you just like went and then touched it and then just like went back up.
No, the only thing I remember was there was this weird thing of like you like twisting around my underwear or like my shorts
Oh, is that
and like
your thing?
pulling at it and then like
What
my
the hell
dick-
did
That's a
y'all
little
dudes
personal.
do?
That
was
might be your
interesting.
little trick that you don't want to bring up. Is
I
that
don't know.
It
personal?
was weird, yeah.
Yeah, I can't think
But that was
about
near
it.
the end. That was like the last date we went on, and I was like, "What is happening here?"
You're like,
And
"Why
you
are
were
you
just, like,
twisting my cock?"
Playing with it, and I was like, "I don't know what's happening here."
Wait, with your underwear, like the.
I was sitting on the couch and I had my gym shorts on. There was no underwear underneath it because I think we slept in the same bed or something
Me.
that night.
I can't remember. What is
And then we
wrong
woke
with
up. You almost like broke your finger outside. It's a long story.
Denzel Washington finger.
That was so scary.
And then we were on my couch, and then like you were watching some I don't know gay ass shit that I hated. And then
No, what was I watching?
you were like, "Let's watch the Liza Minnelli concert."
Oh,
I'm like,
that is everything.
I was actually.
Liza is the shit.
Thank
Ring them
you.
bells. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Damn.
welcome.
Oh man.
It is hard though when someone comes over from Tinder and they want to do some shit you don't like and you're done with them.
Well, but he was pretending like really well to be
I'm
into
good
it.
at
He's
that.
really good at pretending.
Oh, he's great. And when you, Shane's someone, if you see him talk to someone else, you go, wait, he's always lying. Because he talks exactly the same way with everyone. You're like, he's just as interested in this homeless guy as he is to me.
I'm the worst.
And when I think back on like some of the things that I did just when I first knew him, I was like, it's so funny now because I was like, none of my tricks worked on him. Like nothing worked. He just
What were your
saw-
tricks?
Yeah, what are your
fucking-
tricks?
No, because
Spill the
well, he always talks about those of like the things that I like talked about or the things I said
Oh
or
my
the things
God.
that I found interesting.
First of all, his voice on the date was different. It was like, he was like, first of all, he didn't take me to a restaurant like a fucking human because he's like, no, I'm gonna do the trick where he like took me to some weird like fucking house.
Well, you
like,
made him
I
dress
don't know.
up in a wrestling outfit.
He's flexing right now because it was charming and it
No,
was
it wasn't. It was he. Okay, I was thinking Mexican food, chips and salsa, drink. Let's do this. He's like, he's like, backed up a fucking picnic, and I got this house that my uncle owns, and we're just gonna sit on the porch or something. Right? And I was just
sweet.
like, what? But I didn't know him, so I'm like, this is not your uncle's house because it was a nice house. I'm like, where are we? This is weird. I'm like, he's into like breaking into people's houses, and then we're eating, and I'm freezing. It's like 0 degrees, and then the whole time you're just like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, what do you think about the stars? I'm like, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, I don't know. Let's talk shit about something. I was like, what is this? And then we got in your car. And then you're like, I'm going to take you on a journey of the city. And then you walked me around the city.
journey.
He took me on the roof of a Jamba Juice. I don't know why.
What?
We
Is
were
that
like-
where you get the most dick?
yeah.
On the roof of a Jamba Juice?
Look, people like effort, all right? And so even if effort shows itself in a strange way, people like dates.
I think the
and
problem is that that's
Yeah,
the kind
I
of date
agree.
you have after for like a 1-year anniversary. Like remember when we went here, you doing that with someone you don't know, really have
Right.
mutual friends with. They're kind of like, is he just a serial killer? No, you know
I
what
thought
I mean?
I thought he was, but I also said that to you. I said, I kind of think you're a sociopath and maybe a serial killer, but like that's kind of my thing. So all
Well,
right.
and my first date ideas are like graveyards. I think are really cool, or like no, or like picnic during the day, like picnics, or sometimes
Actually, yeah, I
during the
get
night,
that.
actually.
There
Yeah,
is something horny about like
exactly.
Death.
Yeah.
Like it's all gonna end tomorrow.
No, but if there's someone
Motherfuckers are
Cream.
twisted.
no, but if someone doesn't like what I'm putting down, like in terms of like what I like to do for like fun, or like going out to an interesting place, or like ready to jump over. a
I'm
fence.
sorry. We're
you're
like
being a little aggressive
Yeah, I'm
right
sorry.
now.
We're all like best friends.
Yeah.
Drew, when's the last time Garrett took us to some stranger's fucking
Well, he's not trying to fuck
courtyard?
us anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said that's something you like to do.
No, it is something I like to do. I do a lot of stuff like that. I'm on my own mostly, because I don't know if you'd be interested in going to graveyards and stuff.
We first of all
look at
we
that.
have been to graveyards.
Yeah.
So what are you
What?
talking?
Have you?
Yeah. I took a. well, that was later. That was like.
Wait, so he's still taking to the graveyard?
What'd you do
It
in the
looks like that
graveyard?
switch hasn't been
Still
turned
trying to
off.
bury that
although.
dude.
What'd y'all do? 12 feet wide, 6 feet under?
It was awesome. We just walked around and looked at cool stuff.
Yeah.